Okay, I think we're rolling. We are. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Music Train. I'm Kevin. This is William, and we're back. This is MysticChordZ. This is the band MysticChordZ, all two of us, just us. We do all the instrumentation, we do all the vocals, we do everything. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, yes, there's CD right there. And so we want to talk a little bit about, just kind of how we met over 50 years ago now, back in 1972. I think I was coming out of ninth grade. We were coming out of eighth grade, and we met in the summer. Kind of a funny story. Keith was the first person I met who was a friend of John Adams, not the president. Was he president, John Adams? He was a president. And he wasn't the president. And told him I wanted to meet a guitar player. He wanted to start a band. So he said, I have a neighbor, Keith, and he plays guitar. So we got together over on John Adams' back porch, and the only thing he knew how to play was the beginning line of No Time by the Guess Who. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And that's what we played for 15 minutes, at least half an hour maybe. And so we thought, okay, we need a bass player. So I asked him, you know any bass players? And he said, well, my next door neighbor just bought her nephew a bass. And I said, well, let's call him up. Let's go meet him right now. So he called you. I think he called you because we had to find out where you lived. So we walked up to your house, and I remember you being on the chicken coop.
I don't remember the chicken coop. I remember working on my 10-speed when you guys walked up.
So asked you if you wanted to be in a band, and you said, yeah, when? You know, and we said, well, now. And you said, well, how about next week? Kind of like Ringo told Beatles, can't do it now, but how about Saturday? So we came over to Keith's house, and you brought your bass, and Keith was nowhere to be found that day.
Well, what happened to him? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just took off doing something and never came back. His mom was there, and she sat down the stairs and watched us, play that Rolling Stones song, Bitch, And we just kept going over and over that, and so we thought, well, this is cool, this is fun. But yeah, after that was the end of Keith, and then you switched to guitar at that point because we couldn't find any guitar players.
Yeah, we couldn't find any decent guitar players, so I ended up switching to guitar, and we could teach someone to play basic bass, but we couldn't find any good guitar players, so I ended up playing guitar, and we would help someone learn how to play the bass, and we went through bass players like water. Yeah. So, and what was our bass player after that?
I think our first bass player was Scott Narosky.
Scott Narosky, that's right. Scott.
Yeah,
he was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy.
He was a good bass player.
Yeah.
We taught him.
We did. That was the whole thing. We said he would have played bass. They said, I don't have a bass. That's okay. We have one.
Yeah, we taught him.
And we taught him. That's how we taught most of all the bass players. It was Scott. And of course Bob Jarrell, like you had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Bob Jarrell.
He stuck with it, which was really good for Bob because he was kind of a troubled soul, and he was getting into a lot of trouble. So being in a band really helped to ground him a little bit.
Yeah, but our first gig together was the Washington Park gig, right?
Show wagon.
The show wagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't have Bob then. It was just you and me.
Yeah, we didn't have a bass player. We did it on our own. So
we passed
Kevin
was
behind the drums, and I was banging out two chords. And
yeah.
We won an award, didn't we? Or
I know we got a write-up in the newspaper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a write-up. Many a person was seen tapping their toes to the music of Griffin.
Yeah, that was the name of the band.
I wish I would have saved that. Yeah, I wish I would have saved that news article. But I remember reading it, and it was there. It was there. So Getting It On, right, was the name of the song.
Getting It On, yeah. Two chords, E minor and A minor.
Yeah.
So,
but we slammed it out, man. We rocked that baby out.
Yeah, that was fun though. I remember that.
And then we got Butch Myers.
No, before that was Bob Jarrell.
Bob Jarrell, yeah.
Okay.
And then it was Butch.
And then it was Butch.
Yeah.
Then
because he came over and watched us one night.
Yeah.
And we went ahead and hired him. And the thing about Butch is his onstage presence was great. I mean, he had the long hair, he had the presence. He wasn't very good on bass.
Well, I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah. He was okay. If you're watching Butch,
I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was a lot better than you thought he was.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he was good.
Yeah, he was okay. He worked. And so we did. He had a temper, though. He had a bad temper.
Yeah.
And so that kind of ended up killing that. But we played some great jobs along the way.
Yeah, we did some great
Century, like you were saying now.
Yeah, but that was with Bob
That was
Jarrell
with
at turn of
Bob.
the
Yeah,
century.
yeah.
That was
wasn't
before
Bob. It
Butch.
was before Bush.
Yeah, we opened up for Sugarloaf.
Yep. Yeah, for
And what was
Bobby.
the benefit for?
It was for Bobby Allison.
Bobby Allison, that's right.
Yeah, he was his band. His van got in a wreck. I think his back got broken or something, and there were all a bunch of bands were raising money for his hospital bills.
Yeah.
And we got involved in that too,
So
along with some other bands. So
that was a big gig. Then
that was big.
then when we had Butch, our biggest gig was probably the Viking.
The Viking, yeah.
We were the house band. Played there for
That
quite
was
a few months.
Yeah, that was a rough place. I remember the manager really liked us though. The guy who owned it.
Yeah, we had a roadie. His name was Loser.
Loser.
And he was a big dude with big muscles. And
huge guy.
Yeah, man, he became our roadie.
Yeah, he did. He had a friend Rocky.
Yeah.
He had a friend Rocky who always wore a like a dress hat like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Would wear.
I had forgotten about him.
Yeah, Rocky.
Okay.
They were a pair. They were a pair. But remember the two of them.
I remember Loser. He was a good guy. I liked him.
He never lost a boxing match either. How he got the nickname Loser, I don't know, because I don't think he ever lost a boxing match.
No. Yeah, that's.
I have a picture of him up in the collage up there, and he's just doing the big, pose. What happened to that guy?
But after that, then
we got Barry.
Then we got Barry and Gary. That's right.
Barry and Gary.
Yeah.
And that brought us about 1977, 78.
Yeah.
About 78. So from
72
to 78, we were a legend. Well, we had a lot of main names before that. We were Black Velvet. We were Prometheus. We were White Horse for a little while, maybe. I think we thought about that name.
The Legend was the one that we really became popular in the Denver metro area. So.
Yeah.
We were a pretty big band back at that time.
We were.
Yeah.
We were playing a lot. And do you remember how I came up with the name Legend Force?
No, I don't remember.
Tell you that story. We were at a Queen concert at Regis College Fieldhouse. Mott the Hoople. Were you there for that show? Did you go with us to that show?
Yeah,
Queen.
I was at that show.
And John Westerberg was with us.
Yeah.
Paul Breton was with us, and he got so drunk he spent. Because we had wine. Okay, we brought a bunch of wine with us, and Paul got so drunk he spent.
Boonesbury or the 2020?
It was, I don't know, it was one of those. But he spent at the time Queen was on stage, Paul was in the bathroom getting sick, so he missed Queen completely. And this is before anybody ever heard of them. Their second album had just come out, and nobody ever heard of Queen. And after that show, I was blown away by Queen.
Yeah,
never seen anything like that.
They were really
before.
great.
They were great. I remember my van got broken into that night, and they stole my tape deck.
No, I don't remember that either.
I remember that. Yeah, the old white van. Yeah, they got in there and stole my tape deck. One of many that got stolen over the years. But but yeah, and then after Barry and Gary, it brought us about 1978, and then I went out and joined in a band called Eclipse, and we lost track of each other for 42 years until Charlie Watts passing.
Yeah, and then when Charlie Watts passed away, I started playing again. I hadn't played for quite a while. I mean, I played a little bit, but not really very much. And my oldest, I don't do any social media, so my oldest daughter, she has Facebook, and I said, man, it would really be great to hear from Kevin and see how he's doing. And he was my drummer in our band at that time, and so anyhow, Holly got his number, and I texted him, and he texted me back about having 2 daughters, and I said, well, I don't even know who this guy is. I didn't realize it was Kevin.
I didn't tell him it was me. I said, hey, I got 2 daughters too. Who is this guy?
So I've got 3 daughters, and I was like, okay, who is this? Who is this guy? So, but anyhow, so we've been putting together some new music, and our new band is MysticChordZ.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got how many songs now? What did you say?
I think we're up to about 21, 22.
On this disc,
that is 13.
13. Lucky 13. Holly was born on the 13th.
Yeah. And we do all the instrumentation. We record everything right here at the house, and we do it all ourselves. So and how we do things is a little bit different since we live in 2 different towns. We write via the computer over Zoom. And I think since we've gotten together for the past 3 years, we've only really gotten together how many times? 6 times maybe? We've seen service maybe 6 times over the past 3 years. So it's not often we get together, so we wanted to capture some video of us together and tell some stories about how we got together and our history together, which goes way back. We could tell you stories all day long of some of the things that we've gone through as teenagers all the way through, but that would take 2 days to do that. So maybe we'll save that for another day.
Yeah. So with it being close to the holidays,
yeah,
we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
For sure.
And stay safe with your families, and hope everyone has safe and happy holidays, and we'll be seeing you soon. We've got some new songs coming out. Hopefully you'll be able to find them and enjoy them, and hope you like them.
Yeah, they're out everywhere. They're on all the platforms.
So you can get them on Amazon Music, you can get them on YouTube, you can get them everywhere. Just about anywhere.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Everywhere. So we encourage you to do that, please, and listen. Tell us what you think. We sure love to hear about you. And here on the Music Train, we're going to be talking a lot about music, different bands, us as well, our songwriting, how we approach our songwriting process, our recording process, how we do it. And so there's going to be a lot of interesting information. So we encourage you to come on back, and we'll always let you know when we have something new up. So be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's important to say that. Hit the like button. That's very important. And then we'll see you again very soon. Right?
Take care.
That's good. Okay.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Everybody take care.
Yeah. See you later, Pix. Bye. Okay.